Okay, hello. Heavensward patches time. We have not all today, but we have 4 dungeons and 1 trial that we're going to be doing before Stormblood. I think we'll be able to get to Stormblood before the weekend because patches for Heavensward are much shorter. Obviously, it depends on how much I need to read, but we will see. Happy Tuesday and stuff. My Final Fantasy 16 Collector's Edition was shipped, which is pretty cool. I've got some other stuff on the way, which is merch that I've ordered a long time ago, which is neat. We're gonna have a cozy time reading quests. Sips indeed. Hello, Dante. Hello. I believe, yeah, this is over here. You have to go talk to Alphino. Understandable. Have a good time with the Pokemons. I'm gonna try and get through as many patch quests as I can. Hopefully I'll be able to read. We'll see. An uncertain future. Ah! Wait, stop. Yeah. Also, Somal is optional, or Somal hard. It's Sorkai is the one that we're actually going to be doing. Fortuitous timing as always, Captain. Tataru was just about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. You would be so kind then. Yeah. Be pleased to hear that Rio and his men have been making excellent progress. Do you remember how Flamine helped me to escape the Crystal Braves and Limbs of Levinsa, only to then disappear? Well, according to Rio, she crept aboard a ship bound for Rodzadhan, where she's been hiding ever since. She assures me it won't be long before we're reunited. I have the hiccups. No. Why is it only when I'm starting to read things? As for Ida and Papalimo, the remains of their link pearls have been found in Pearl Lane of all places. Rio thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade. It's understandable. That would make sense. They cannot risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers. We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went. And what of Thancred and Menphilia? I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlian scholar, one of the students of Aldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now. Hey, nice. One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet the scholar if time permits. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Emmerich has summoned the two of us to a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Proceed to the congregation forthwith. Okay. In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Knight for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone for too long, you know. Hello, Dandelion. Happy Tuesday. How's it going? It's patch time. I'm doing good. I had a kind of long day, but now we're chilling. The Lord Commander is within. Proceed. Okay.
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
Okay.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
That's a great idea, Dandelion. I hope you have a good time.
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop. But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited. Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed. I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
Not good.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order, but such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
Murder.
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Shrine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Shrine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard. Were she still with us, I would of course have beseeched Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
Let's go diplomacy.
Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength.
Oh no.
Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph.
He's sleepy.
As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
Angie Dargan. I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this annexed shrine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself shuddered at the thought of it. Yet even the longest journey begins at the first step. There we set forth. Captain and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Okay. We're gonna go talk to Tataru. Should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Rishtola in Edelshire. Let us be off, Captain. We have the first commander waiting long enough. Yeah. I do want to meet this scholar, though. They seem important. You're ready then? Good. So am I. This one. Breaking the cycle. Path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the western highlands and make for Telfeather and the Drabanian Porlands. There we can stop the rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, the stables await. Are you really gonna make me go? Okay, good. I can just teleport. Teleporting! Hog. I always imagined the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Ysael to our cause, I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands, men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us common cause. At our side, she fought in service for that greater good, even to her dying breath. While it does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she will be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You ask Master Alphinaud, yet who can say that what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Must press on to Annex Trine. Yes. Speak with Vidofnir in Annex Trine. Oh, right. There's so many quests. So many quests. So many quests. It's Vidofnir. Hello. Art ever welcome here, friend of Ysael. This one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I come as envoy of Sir Emeric, a Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed, you may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your king to be the architects of this war, but now we know the truth, that King Thorin and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoskr, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Ysael. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labeled to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare dream that the peace could be at last within our grasp? Yet dream we must, as Ysael once did. We must make that dream a reality as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. Most unexpected invitation. I've heard your request, Knight, however I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire, he must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Fear not, Knight, thou shalt have my answer within thy lifetime. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. What a fast meeting. Wow, productive. Wow. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. Yeah, kinda. To be frank, I'm surprised her proposal was not rejected outright. Whether all will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we shall continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who's agreed to aid us in our search for the missing comrades. And I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was. And thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unsolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice to say, I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. That I have no doubt, Master Alvino. I only hope the fates would not hold you to your word. Another time, another place. It would seem we have time to greet the scholar after all. How delightful. I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she's privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is rendezvous with the Stola in Needleshire. Okay. Needleshire. Needleshire. It's in the Stola. Hello. It is good to see you. I confess I had assumed your business in the next round would detain you long. She wants to discuss Emmerich proposal with Trace Felger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained to you that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on the front bridge. We should be on our way. Okay. Part of me does want the paladin animal weapon, but I don't want to do that grind right now. Who are you? What? Leave me alone. I have no idea who you are.
I'm terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
It's Kryl.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kryl, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, sir.
It's us.
And who is that I spy but young Alphonse Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown an ilm or two in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
Definitely lifts.
We, Miss Kryl and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
Mm-hmm.
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies. Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list of talents. Striding up to his seniors on his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Thank you, Kryl.
He's a little scared.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
Mm-hmm.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking. Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
Yeah.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
Hopefully.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
Yeah, that's good.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Mm-hmm. Big Nodders. Hello, Cena. How is? It is yes. Look, we can fly. Work while you build a chair? Nice. What kind of chair did you get? I know you just said you were going to lurk, but... Normie office chair? Aww. But hey, it's an office chair. I might need to get a new one soon, too. It seems like it's still working its purpose, but like the actual like arm things are coming apart with like the leather. Yeah. And I spent good money on this thing too. I have a big chair. A couple years. I think I got it during COVID. It's like 2020-ish. Because I know I built it before I... Actually, I don't want to say that on stream. Never mind. Before I moved, we'll just say that. I built it before I moved. It's a couple years ago. And I don't know if I want to spend money on another one that's like this. You did say we were headed for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Ah, it's time for Cryo to learn. I've heard so many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Rest assured they're all true. This way, and have care where you tread. Wow. Thanks, bot. Hopefully that stuff works. I didn't test it before stream. But it's all good.
Oh. Is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Thanks for the love, Cena.
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
This little hood is so cute.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
Other than height, I
I
assume.
had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the science of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
I love Matoya. She's so great.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, excepting beasts, contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola. Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
I hope so.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Drop it.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
Let the intrusive thoughts win. You eat it like a baseball.
Then let us begin.
Baseball time.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well. I say we begin our search there.
Go to Tailfeather. Quick. We gotta find him. Hello. Where I just find myself in unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct was to seek out signs of a civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he may not have wished to risk contact with strangers of unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail. Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, do they not? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals. Fear not, Kryl, I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. This is impressive. You drew him from memory. Skill I required some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Ishtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Captain and Kryl question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we'll regroup near Lothosfath and share our findings. Let us be about it. Okay. My, he certainly has matured, hasn't he? Hard to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress the young ladies. Anyway, we'd best get started. Find me when you've finished making your rounds. Okay. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. Here you go. Nope, ain't seen him around. Okay. Hey. What you got there? A sketch? Can't say I know the face. Say something of a warrior. I heard a tale about the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing the beast like it was the bell of a bleeding ball. Sound like your man? A little bit. I regret to inform you I've gotten a little dizzy all of a sudden. I don't know why. You're a man. Can you be more specific? Okay. I did spy this bloke, this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but it could have been him. This is beyond the forest, I recall, along the river to the west of the Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. Ow! Thanks for the love, Quistel. Hello. Vlad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. Thank you for head pats.
Oh my god, you're so fucking cute!
No! In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others found out. Bum 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 bum. Where do we go? Oh, up there. No. waiting at destination. God. No, I don't want to read. Thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Welcome back. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations. Palico? Not in this game. But hello, Toasty. Ideal for hunting game, not so for receiving visitors. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though no chance to see the man's face, his height and build match Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. I can't fucking read! Ah! We've heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof. Mayhap this is unrelated, but I heard a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a curious description for one of his kind. You're implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead? Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself have emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day, which is a scene I'll never forget. You're playing with fire. Palico minion? Oh, nice. Is it now? You're fucking playing with fire, Alfie. Well, I was pleased to see you. I mean, it was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. In any case, if he had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, no? Quite right. Bum, bum, bum. A little slow, a little late. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lost Spa. Let's go and see the Vath right away. Come on, everyone. Alfino trying his best to deflect from saying that he saw Ishtola absolutely naked. It's the Vath storyteller. Hello. Whoops. Stairs. Oh my god, I can't do it. Come on. There you go. Hello. Ow. Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lotha Spa. What do you seek this day? Seek a man with whom you may have had certain dealings. How curious. Are the hunters tired of godly sport and pursue mortal prey? No, he's not prey, but a friend long missing. Good. He is a friend to the Vath as well, one with whom we've traded many times. Truly, and you're quite certain it's this man? There is no doubt. Flesh and clothed in skins came to us from Somal, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was, much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them. Where is he now? Gone to Lothas Nath, not long ago, when we heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more. Ravana has returned? Oh no. We'd often did say the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side. Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice. We gotta save him. Saved a friend. Oh, I'm 10 levels over. Are you guys gonna aggro to me? No, leave me alone. Ow. Buzz. Buzz. Bruh. You fucking bitch. How dare you? Murdered in cold blood. Oh.
Who else could be? Thancred. It could be Thancred. We
Dizzle.
must hurry.
07. Happy Tuesday. It's the dude. Fuck are you? Guy's got some fighting prowess to take on a primal like that. Not the echo.
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day, we rid ourselves of the Ascians forever.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not.
And that's a powerful axe.
So you are the warrior of light, the savior of Eorzea.
We look kind of similar, don't we?
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Hey, what the fuck does that mean? Hey! Wait, hold on. Wait, stop. Hey! That's rude as fuck. We just got here. Ayo. It's punished Thancred. Let's fucking go. Dynamic entry.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it. Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
I don't know, dude. Kinda cringe, whoa.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
That's what I'm saying. Punish Thancred. He's here.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
New voice actor. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Now we're ramping up. It's Thancred.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our party? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether.
The little fucking squirrel.
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement. From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
That's us.
And
We're
thence
heckin'
did
pog.
you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more.
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed warriors of darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the warrior of light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
Gasp.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Quest complete. Dreams of the Lost. More voices, please. Nope. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down primals. Despite his declaration they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like, nor would any of us, I think. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Captain. Yeah! Ah, the memories. Seems like only yesterday you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I had the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers would have been traveling across the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There's far too much we do not know. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana is no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Emeric's invitation. Yeah. Since you seem to have affairs well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony is giving me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I should be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance in the search of Minfilia. Wait, Minfilia is missing? I thought she escaped with Captain. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Yeah, lots of stuff's going on. Oh, nice. Oh, I went too far. Wait, where are you? There you are. Hello. I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who hath been summoned by the Voth, has again been laid low. Truly, once more your mortals have succeeded where my own kind did fail. You have our deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another, revelation upon revelation. Regardless of its cause for celebration, the Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter, I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until a child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth she wrapped herself in a dream. Yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. But such is the folly and glory of man and of Draken. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Emeric's invitation. Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people. We are honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. Let's go! Friends! It's happening, Isail. Would that you were here to see it. Sag. Pain.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another. Honorable men, to whom Sir Emeric was no hero, but a scheming patricide.
No! Not another friend. No, please. Emeric!
Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of Foundation with the tyrant's blood. Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
It's just a flesh wound. I really hope nothing bad happens out of that. Fuck. Right, let us not keep Sir Emmerich waiting. Get him, Dandelion. You're quite well, Thancred. Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You have given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. 'Twould seem there is no end to our troubles. We can but face them head on, one at a time. For now we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time we will find Ida, Papalymo, and Minfilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Pray do not misunderstand. I did not mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I have no doubt we will enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough. You may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you well. So then, to the congregation. Lucia. You have returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vinofnir has accepted Sir Emmerich's invitation. She has. These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, sleeping off a knife to the gut. What? What happened? Will he live? The Churgians, I still don't know how to pronounce that word either, but tell me you'll make a full recovery. That's good. But had Lord Edmont and Lord Artoirel... thanks, Gus. Love you too. You're wonderful. Not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For mercy, they subdued the fiend before he could land a telling blow. The attack is just the beginning after. Though, not long after, the buildings all around the city, including several bars, burst into flame. Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been doused in the fires, but everyone we put out seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the broom. Not good. 'Tis plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they have been rounded up, there will be no end to this. Will you help us find them? Yeah. Let us be about it. What did I do to deserve it, Crystal? I don't know what I prompted. 240, is that better than what I have? No, we're 255. Okay. Flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found, suspects must be identified. Have we been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Mayhap there's a pattern. If there is, we've yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and the Foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it's best to divide our forces. Master Alfino, Mistress Istola, I would have you take charge of the investigation and Foundation. That was a lot of words. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be assistance as well. Meaning Captain and me get the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, and may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet the name's Hilda, Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious Poseidon. I can't fucking read! I'm over it. Moving on. I will remain here to coordinate the fire quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That is all. I don't know why I bother actually reading. While we could begin by sifting through charred rubble and questioning random passersby, in my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh aye, the infamous Lord of Madeline de Forton, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Captain. He'll be at the Croisier most making an effort to be seen, so let's go and see him. Grizzled I will accept, but old? Gotta watch One Piece? Oh nice, have a good time. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out for a bit. Excuse me. Madeline. Well, if it isn't Captain, dearest of all my friends. You're looking rather glummed. Something the matter, old boy? Ah yes, the arsons. Dreadful business that, and awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the hot one is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been opened for those unfortunate souls who have lost their homes. Sir Emmerich's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old boy, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I would offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. No, shut the fuck up. Wait a minute, I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old boy. I will have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it will help prove the purity of my intention, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. Whose idea was it here to come? Well, whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Captain, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. I think you've had enough of shivering in small clothes, Thancred. Question the Ishgardians in the Hoplon. Let's go. Vault Priest. I already don't trust you. Oh, a cutscene too. You definitely know something. Come, my brothers and sisters, there's food and shelter enough for all in the Basilica. Helone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess we were not sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days about the Archbishop Sir Emmerich and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They only seek to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, sir? Nah, I want you to tell me if you know anything. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on for far too long. Would that I could do something to aid you in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Melee. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere. It was so hot I couldn't breathe. Oh, you're the two from the opening. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Unruffled refugee. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard a neighbor shouting that I looked outside and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Rendezvous with Thancred. Okay. Where are you? Oh, down there. Okay. Sky Pirates. We're not doing that quest line. No, still further down. At least not yet. Ah, there you are. Anything to share? It will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if you were to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral and another other near the Tribunal. For our mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Why are there so many S words? Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question as to how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the two occasions when their target was the bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give cause to wonder. Alphino will doubtless have an opinion. Opinions! Rendezvous with Alphino and the broom. Twitch is doing the silly mod view thing where it stops my playback of my friend's streams that I need to pay attention to. Very not cool. Alphino. Alphino. Since silence will avail you not, sir. My package is here. Nice. Delivered. Can you tell me details? Is this outside my house right now? Delivered by the post office. Oh, good. All right. Gonna have to go get that later. Anyway. Ah, Captain, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we have detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted. Let me go, damn it. You've got the wrong man. My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose. But tell me, does arson pay well? I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me. Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning half the city to the ground. How very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types really do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you a rabbit and begged us to put you down. That's bollocks. He's the one who told me to keep going. Well, fucked up. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind. I tried to, with all my heart. Said my prayers every day like a good man, but he came to me. He came to me! There you have it. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, so long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there. Let's go. Beat him up. That was incredible, Thancred, but how did you know he would confess? Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul manipulated by the men of power and wielded it as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it would be worth the risk. And if our captain had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world is as vexing as it... Oh my god. The world as it is vexing enough. Why do I bother trying to read? This is a mistake. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best now that we return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. You can get a wind-up Bismarck? I don't even know if I have that. Let's see it. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you have pretended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows one way or another. Hey, it's Artoirel. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, are you come to see your father? He's attending Sir Emmerich at his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring the salve. Do not let me detain you. Thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. That was an excessive bow. My lord Artoirel did not seem to be in the best of spirits. It's little wonder, Master Alfino. His father was widely slandered, and his half-brother could not yet cold in the grave. Silver. We'll see. As goes light, so goes darkness.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Your mom got him.
Far too many to count.
It's Emmerich.
Lord Commander, your wounds.
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change. When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
That's pretty bad.
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond.
They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
No.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
Pretty bad.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Fuck you.
Ridiculous! I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These
yeah.
fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Let's go. Murder.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Duh.
Of course.
Let's go. Rescue mission time.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
Let's go. Quick, we gotta save him. Listen well, we will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers of the readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I'm told one claimed to have served under Lord Thornton VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seize control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes, which means they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Atwarel, you are a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you sure you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Emmerich. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Alone as my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Justice! Let's go! Rescue the hostages. It would seem our presence yet goes unnoticed. Come, we must secure the entrance. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks, subdue the enemy. Stop that. We've rescued one. There will be others. We must go. Wait, are you going to give me instructions? You must hurry. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simeonard. So it is indeed the work of the Archbishop's former servants. I would hold the entrance and look after this one. Now go. You know what? I'm just gonna fucking leave. Unless they tell me otherwise. I don't remember. Let's just kill him. Altorel Ironbone. I actually never know who this is. Secure the hostage, Captain. Leave the others to us. Yeah.
Down with you!
The Fury wills it. How dare you? It's over now. Is it over? They took the others somewhere. It all happened so quickly. They're here. Let none escape. To the choir. Okay. Actually, just gonna
You underestimate me.
hit with sticks. But the best part is we can heal Emmerich if he gets into a fight. Lay down your arms and release the hostages, and you will be shown mercy. Give you my word. Ha! The word of a heretic and kinslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We shall show the hostages the same mercy we showed the Archbishop. Or he showed the Archbishop. Uh-huh. Unlike you, Sir Emmerich, I am a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive the first judgment. So it is to be a trial then. Lord Archwarel, Captain, leave us and save the hostages. I shall deal with Sir Simeonard. Okay. We gotta save the hostages. Provoke is so good for this. Must be others nearby, but where? Oh, I see them. Traitor! Kinslayer! By what sorcery do you yet stand? Enough! All of you attack! Uh-huh. Sure. I got you, homie. Oh, we only got 5 out of 6. No. Wait, are you okay? Did we actually lose one? Oh, that sucks if true.
This knight does not yield!
Murder! Of the holiest flame, it says. One day, I swear, you will. What? It's the last one. Hello. We're here to save you. Fury be praised. We did it! You must hurry. The priest took melee upstairs. No! We will save your friend. We absolutely will.
Where is he? Where is he?
Drama time.
Come no closer!
Fuck you.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
I hate this guy.
Godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
Yep, he's crazy. No!
What? But I...
It's Vidofnir! Durgan catch, yes. Big catch. Fuck you, priest.
Vidofnir!
Well met, knight. Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment?
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Yeah.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Thou art welcome, child.
Dargan! Dargan, good. Why did the child sound like a full adult? Good question.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee. I bear a message from my sire.
From Gracefelder?
Mm-hmm.
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing.
Absolutely, Dargan. Hi, Hika.
This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt.
I hope he's okay.
Fare you well, mortals.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
Mm-hmm.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
For better or worse, probably.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers? After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause. I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own.
Good points.
I see much of Horsefon you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Oh, not the natural critical. Ah!
Lord Edmund.
Pain. Nat 20 element or emotional damage. Best dad. Yes, absolutely. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that these guardians who yet harbored doubts will take these events to heart, and accept the truth of Sir Emmerich's words. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru of what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Portal Manor. Okay. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru will never forgive me if I... if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. Everyone do a heckin' nod. A moment, Captain. I wish a word. Tell me, does that seem quite well to you? I'm not sure how to put it into words, but... See, you sense it too. A subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination I saw that his etheric flow has been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. No! It would do so much to explain why he chose to remain within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to solely rely on the traditional methods of travel, significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that a nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is a little more than speculation. Until I have proof, I pray speak no more word of it. Yeah, you got it. Right then, I should be on my way. Trial may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who knows how long it will last. This quest is the final quest for this patch, so I'm going to take a break after this, get some water, and get up and stretch, and then we'll start 3.2. I don't know if we'll get the whole way through, but I think, well, there's a chance. I don't know, maybe.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Oh look, it's a cool guy and a not so cool guy, and the not so cool guy's servant.
You might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Thank you for headpats.
But there is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
Surely there must be another way to convince Houses Durandare and Zamail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge. Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread. Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
we be silent? I think we'd be silent protagonist for this one. I'm too dumb to actually make a decision on this one. Sturge.
But then I thought of my brother. A knight lives to serve, to aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way. You were a brother to Horchefort. Will you be a brother to me as well?
Mm-hmm. Daughters.
Come, Emanelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard. To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Those were the days of promises and vows, of tentative first steps into an uncertain future. A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the members of Count Edwin to Fortall, Heavensward. As goes light, so goes darkness. Gasp. We got a thing. Also, that's probably going to be our shield for the rest of the game. Probably. I can't think of another one that we'll use other than the Captain America shield. Anyway. Not the mystery music. This is thy proof, the Garen Oracles? Apocrypha. I mean, it's not that good, but it's a glamour item. We gotta rep our fallen comrade. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have set upon. Oriange, what you doing? Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Garleans are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. Who's that? Well, it's Papolimo. Or Papolimo, whatever, I don't know. Everyone has their orders. It's Ida at Papolimo. Let's go. I still am not pronouncing it right because I'm so excited. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. Poppy, yes. I fear it will be bloody. By Ralgar, it better be. We cannot stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities. I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them. Every one. Every single one? Wow. So it goes. What are you doing, bud? Okay. Let me take a short break to get up and stretch and get some water. I hope you'll do the same. I'll be back shortly and we'll start at 3.2 because, yeah, 2 hours of patch, easy peasy. BRB, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate y'all. I have returned. Hello. We're back. Thank you. Oh, is it working? Yeah, okay, we're good. I don't know if we'll finish this whole patch. I think there's some long cutscenes in here, but we'll do our best. Boom, 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 boom. We will do our best. Taru, as it once was. Sounds good, Hika. I think there might actually be a dungeon coming up in a quest or so. I know there's one in this patch. Alfino, Captain, I've been looking all over for you. We've received news regarding Flaming, Hoary Boulder, and Coltene. Really? Has something happened? No, it's nothing bad. Quite the opposite, in fact. It seems once they learn the Scion's good name has been restored, they boarded the next ship bound for Limsa Laminsa. They should be arriving any moment now. It's easier to forget how useful link pearls are, isn't it? When they work, I mean. And you don't mind being spied on. Quite. Well, what wonderful news to think that our reunion is close at hand. Pleasure to see you too, Alfino. Ah, Thancred and Cryle. What brings the two of you here? Cryle and I have been looking into how we might track down Minfilia. We may just have found the answer. Gasp! Sounds good, Hika. Captain, when you were fleeing with Ul'dah with Minfilia, you said that Heidelin spoke to her shortly before you parted ways, yes? Well, assuming that is true, and I see no reason to suspect that it is not, it seems reasonable to conclude that Heidelin commanded her to remain behind. That is to say, the Mother Crystal directly interceded to guide Minfilia. Admittedly, this is all still quite hypothetical, but I propose that such intervention, however subtle, must surely leave some residual trace, a lingering disturbance in the aether, or ripple, if you will. In order to establish such existence of such ripples, of course, we will require suitable data. Fortunately, I know where such data could be found. The battleground where Captain felled the ultimate weapon, and the site of my personal ignominy. 'Twas there that Heidelin intervened to shield him from the magic I invoked. Cryle and I will infiltrate the castrum and analyze the aether therein. The two of you? Alone? I have a proven knack for subterfuge, and I am confident there will be sufficient nooks and crannies in which to hide Cryle while the patrols pass. Besides, if you and Captain come along, who will see to Flaming's grand homecoming? When you put it like that. Very well, I will trust in your plan. I know not whether this data will yield a means to find Minfilia, but at least will eliminate another avenue of inquiry. Tataru and I will return to the Rising Stones and make preparations for our comrades' return. Might I impose you to meet them at the Lominson docks? I wish you could. Instead. Then I shall see the four of you at the Rising Stones. Safe travels. Thanks. Much appreciated. Limsa with Mom. God, that guy's name is Rancid Discharge. What the fuck? Flamine. Oh, Captain, how have you been? Come here. Let me have a good look at you. Thank the 12. One hears the strangest tales in foreign lands. I worried about you all every day. The actual hell? What did I do? Canceling your subscription? What did I do? She's been Philia's mom. Oh. We would have sent word sooner, but the Braves afforded us no opportunity. When they fell upon us in the market, it was all we could do to escape. Tara found her way to you, of course, but we were forced to seek shelter.
Oh my God, you're so fucking cute!
No! False. It pained us not being there when you needed us the most. But we made the most of it, didn't we, Coltene? Studied and trained from dusk till dawn, we did. We would have sent word sooner, but we knew not whom to trust in the vast distance. But those dark days are behind us at last. I shall be glad indeed to return home and speak with my daughter. Funny story. Yeah. What do you mean she's missing? How could you let this happen? It's not my fault, Mom. I promise. Forgive me, I'm sure you're doing everything in your power to find her. As Thancred must be, he watched over her from the first, long before me. And he will watch over her to the last. I shall pray for her safe return and busy myself in the meantime. For a certainty, there is much more to be done. The Braves may have bloodied us, but the path remains, and we shall not be swayed from it. Aye, that's the spirit. To the Scions, and long overdue reunion. Huzzah! Thanks, guys. You might be cringe, but at least you're like loyal and stuff, I guess. To the Rising Stones. Wow. Oh. Gasp. Wow. Wait, it's Thancred. Wait, it's still punished Thancred. You can't see his eye.
Well done, sir. And with that, I believe we are ready to proceed.
Let us be about our business then. The next patrol may not be so credulous.
Why must you be so disappointingly brusque? You're not at all as Minfilia described, you know. I don't think you favored me with so much as a single compliment since we set out. Tell me, did your time in the wilderness sap you of all your charm? Or are you holding it in reserve for your beloved?
This is neither the time nor the place.
He has two different colored eyes. I never noticed that.
Well, call me old-fashioned, but when I'm risking life and limb infiltrating an Imperial castrum, I like to be sure of my comrades' motivations.
I see now where Alphino gets it from. Minfilia is dear to me. It is true. But not in the way you think. 15 years passed, when she was still but a child. There was an incident at a parade. A Gubu broke free of its fetters and ran amok through the streets of Ul'dah. Had I been more attentive, I could have prevented it. But I was distracted, and her father was killed. I feared she would never recover. But in the years that followed, she showed herself to be more resilient than I had ever imagined. And when she learned of her gift, she did not flinch from the responsibility, but sought to guide others on the path. She touched the hearts of all around her. Mine, Louisoix, every Scion's. In those dark days following the calamity, she was our guiding light, our hope for a brighter future. She had so many dreams, and I would give anything to make them come true.
My apologies. I can see she means the world to you. I did not mean to pick at old scars.
Dad cred? Question
No harm
mark?
done, I assure you. But fair is fair, my lady. What is Minfilia to you?
You mean you don't know? Only my dearest friend. When I finally emerged from my torpor, I learned that nary a day had passed without her asking after me. She never gave up hope. And neither will I.
Then for Minfilia's sake, let us pray that these vestiges of Hydaelyn's intervention will lead us to her.
I can't believe it's Dad Crid. What is happening? Please. There we go. I guess. I don't know. Run and install. Dad Crid. He's a dad and he's Thancred. Maybe. That one. Look, it's only a joke. It just means that he doesn't like Minfilia like romantically. Like an older brother or a dad or something. Feels good to be home again. To think that everyone is waiting for us just beyond those doors. Friends and family with whom we've shared so much. God's help me, but the older I get, the more sentimental I become. And let us not keep them waiting. I get in there so I don't have to see your faces every time I teleport here. Oh yeah, Nefimi. I don't remember. I don't know. I'm gonna stream. Ah! I can't read. Fills my heart with joy to see you both hale and healthy, and what of Higiri? She is well, though abroad on a mission at present. It just wasn't the same without you. Welcome back, my lady. Wow. Oh my god, I have to talk with all of these? No. Oh, he's drunk. Good for you. Likes are rather less accommodating. Poacher Boulder. I have studied the trials of the braves and drunk deep with the souls of mine enemies. That's your dad's name? My dad's name is Thancred. Glad though I am to be home, I cannot help think of those who have yet to return. Once we have settled in, I would join the search. I mean, okay. If you wanna. It's been so long since I've seen them all like this. Kind of be sad. Too long. They're all here, wow. 'Twas the chaos born of my foolish ambition which forced them to flee. Though they are returned, there are others yet missing, others whom we cannot forsake. We'll find them, Alphino, I know we will. Minfilia, Edo, Polymo, every last one. When they walk through those doors, we'll be here to welcome them home. With me at the head of the queue, of course. Nod. Cookie. Oh, sesame cookie? No. That one instead. Why would you put sesame seeds on a cookie? Word of the mother. Thancred and Krile contacted us a short while ago. Why not? Fair. I guess. It would seem that their foray into Castra Meridianum bore fruit. They asked that we rendezvous with them in Ishtola and Edelshire, where they will share their findings. Rude though it is to depart without speaking to the guest of honor, I expect she will forgive me if I return to their daughter. Edelshire. Apologies, I see I'm the last to arrive. So what news have you for us? Well, as we postulated, there was indeed what appeared to be the remnants of an unexplained disturbance in the Aether at the scene of the Ultima Weapon's destruction, a ripple at odds with the presiding pattern. Though faint, the wavestorm bore a strong resemblance to those observed during the following the destruction of the Isle of Val, when I believe Hydaelyn shielded me with the blessing of light. To confirm our findings, we paid a visit to the Sildale Aqueducts. There we detected the same waveform, but orders of magnitude larger, as one would expect from a more recent disturbance. Hydaelyn, there's no other explanation. But there's more. When I studied the site where Ishtola used flow, it appeared that not 2 but 3 beings had been affected. Yet unlike Ishtola and Thancred, there was no trail to follow. Our unknown third party was simply there, and then not there. Now recall your visions of a vast crystal floating in a sea of ether. Though this too is but a theory, studies of gifted subjects suggest that, when communicating with Hydaelyn, we briefly leave our bodies behind. So let us consider the facts. 1. Hydaelyn interceded. 2. A third being was caught in Ishtola's flow and vanished without a trace. And 3. Hydaelyn may have the capacity to summon the consciousness of gifted individuals to her side. You are implying, I take it, that Hydaelyn guided Minfilia into the compass of my magic, that she might summon her body and soul into the Ethereal Sea. In which case, we must needs continue our search there. For a blessing, the means to do so already exists. Thank you for head pats, Astra. Hello. I speak of the Anti-Tower, a Sharlayan construction conceived to provide the scholars a vantage point over the Ethereal Sea. Though I know not where its entrance lies, we need only ask its last custodian, a contrary old crone who, for another blessing, refused to join the Exodus. Master Matoya was the keeper of the Anti-Tower. I had no idea. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Hello. Then our course is clear. We must petition her aid once again. What? Oh, 1 second. Oh, no momento. Oh, I know what this fight is. Good luck, Kika. Alright, let's go talk to Matoya. Maybe. Whale. Whale, then. You know, I'm kind of thinking about maybe just doing the dungeon and then finishing 3.2 tomorrow. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. If I didn't have to start way later than I intended to, I'd probably try to go for the entire patch. Also, the Anti-Tower was in 9. Or a version of it. I don't remember if there was another version of it in another Final Fantasy. I feel like maybe in one, I don't know. If it was in another one, it was definitely one of the pixel ones, but I don't remember. Frog. Matoya. Dun, 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 dun. What a surprise. Well, what secrets have you come to extract from me this time? Ah, though it pains me to admit it, your words strike close to the mark. We humbly ask that you grant us entry to the anti-tower, that we might use it to seek a friend who we believe has been transported to the ethereal sea. And who told you I could do such a thing, I wonder? Teehee. The tower was abandoned to its magical keepers 15 years ago. They have the run of the place now. If that's no deterrent to you, then all means. Is that all? I felt sure you would seek to dissuade us from our course, given your role as custodian. Role? Hardly. The forum foisted the title on me. I fucking skipped it! Heckin' frick. During the Exodus, every entrance to the antechamber was sealed save one. My role consists of making sure no one with ill intent sneaks through it. Such was the forum's final order to me. Well, I can remove the wards right now. Will you be going or not? We will, Master Matoya. We will do whatever it takes to find Minfilia. We'll see about that. You, Baldessian girl, you're staying here with me. I need your help to restore the wards to their original state. The rest of you can go, on the condition that you clean up the mess in the tower. If you encounter any unruly familiars, you'll attend to them. Those are my terms, and I'll hear no argument. Okay. Well, it appears the mistress has spoken. Lead the way, Captain. The anti-tower, now accessible. We have a dungeon. Wow. Be over in a sec. Okay. Where are NPCs? Oh, we actually get the fucking Scions as NPCs finally. Holy fuck, that's so awesome. That's so fucking cool. Sick. Yeah, we can do that. If you're busy with trial stuff, then go for it. I'll do this one for now. I think this is actually the first time, unless like maybe Praetorium you can do it, but let's do it. I'm gonna do trust for this one, but we'll have more dungeons and trials. I'm certainly not doing the next two dungeons, the next two things. By trust. It's upside down. Look at that. Heckin' cool. Sorry, Hiko. You'll have your chance for the next one. When I get poetics, that's cool. Yeah, this one's cool. Not the paralysis.
I have my pride.
Thanks. I'm glad you have your pride, Alphino.
Focus. Release! There! Like this!
Straw.
with you!
I like this dungeon. It's very chill until the final boss. Final boss is spooky. Oh, good. I wish you'd stop paralyzing me. That'd be pretty cool. Like, just this fucking backdrop with that at the bottom of it. It's so cool. Frog.
Away with you!
Ow! Thanks for the love, Hiko.
For the House of Leveilleur!
Like this!
Ow! I'm concussed.
Yeah.
Nice try.
Away with you!
It's not easy being croak. Oh my god, aiming stuff. Blech. Here we go. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, it's so cool. This is the shore of the ethereal sea, you might say. Oh, I already have that thing because it rolled two of the same thing for no reason. They're still hitting me with fire. No. It's so weird seeing the Contra icon with a red backdrop.
I have my pride.
Yeah, it really is just the cutscenes that are balanced the way that they are. Kind of weird. Thanks for the orchestra. Have a good one. I got a galvanize, that's cool.
Away with you.
Away with you. Not the yawns. Yeah, I think we'll finish this quest and then call it. It'll be a short stream, but we did 1.5 patches, I think. Well, half, I say, but.
How about you?
Oh, limit break. Rest in peace, Ziggy. Oh, they changed this fight. Oh, I actually do need to be behind this.
Yeah.
Super beam time. Yeah. Thanks, team. Scouting. Man, look at all these things that I just don't want to I don't get to wear ever. Look, it's upside down. It's like that place in Elden Ring, I guess, or the anti-tower in the other game. Ah, fuck. No. Centaur. Hey, a bracelet of fending. It's gonna be worse than what we have already, but at least we finally got gear for us.
Away with you!
Oh, we got another room. No! I forgot. I thought we already just been at the boss room. Silly me. Another 4 enemies. That's so many. Oh, well, I fucked up. So much health had just disappeared for that enemy. We are Calcabrina, adorable dolls, terrible dolls, yip ho ho. Yeah, Calcabrina's creepy as fuck. We all float here. Mapping the realm. It's a cool fight though. I don't remember what fight, what Final Fantasy is this from? Is this also from 3? Here she is. The Ultra Creep. Oh, right, I forgot. Don't worry about it, me. I can't attack my teammates because they're not real. It's pretty good, actually. I didn't even need to pay attention to it. That's pretty cool. It's nice when people do a little bit out of the box art. Can you like stop?
I have my pride.
Bob. Okay. Sure. I'm trolling, yeah, I'm trolling NPCs. I thought I had time. Not the second dollhouse. Oh, it's me. Alright. Hands off keyboard. NPCs have feelings too. Murder. Creepy doll. Yeah, get out of here. Oh, nice. Yoink. And a wondrous tail, poggers. Ready for war? Yeah, it's the Wondrous Tales. You can get that from Edelshire.
Hear, feel, think.
We're standing on the ceiling, which is technically the floor. It's the big crystal mom.
Through time and space hast thou journeyed unto me, as I knew thou wouldst.
Why are you so quiet?
We are the word of the mother. We, who were once called Minfilia.
Minfilia, no!
Much time hath passed for thee since the bloody banquet, since I hearkened to her word. Mother, Hydaelyn guided me towards Y'shtola and Thancred, that I might be swept up in their flow and delivered unto the ethereal sea.
I like your voice way more than Heavensward. Oh, thank God.
Adrift and alone, her voice silent once more, I prayed for those we had lost, for those we can yet save. To her I would make an offering. We speak now with one voice, one will, one word. Unto thee we bequeath the most precious of gifts, the truth which lieth at the heart of this world. Thus do we beseech thee once more. Hear, feel, think.
What's happening?
Before there was life, in the depths of the ethereal sea, light and dark did once dwell as one. But the darkness coveted power, and the balance was broken. Thus was I forced to banish him unto the distant heavens, to forever remain apart, a moon bound. In sundering the star did we cry out, and the barriers twixt planes chanced to falter. Across 10 and 3 were we then divided, reflections of the source, each possessed of a shard. Zodiac longeth to be made whole. For his restoration, for his resurrection, his servants labor without cease. They seek to tear down the barriers which surround the source.
That doesn't sound
Thus do
good.
they rejoice in their ardor, in your calamities, for each marks a rejoining. Seven times have they succeeded. 7 times hath the darkness grown stronger. 7 times have I failed. The Ascians cannot be suffered to continue. This is my final. The crystal's power is all but spent. With what remains, I will return you to the shore of the ethereal sea. Blessed children, go forth and seek. Seek.
Chad, I don't think she's coming back.
You've had another vision, haven't you?
You could call it that.
Let us return to Master Matoya's cave. Everyone will wish to hear what you saw.
She just fucking evaporated. What the fuck else do you want me to say?
Still in one piece, are we? Well, did you learn anything?
Dumb bitch. I don't learn anything.
The word of the mother? I'm not sure I understand.
Nor am I. Cryo?
As unbelievable as it sounds, I see no reason to doubt her. The word's tale. No one was more sensitive to the will of Hydaelyn than Minfilia. And if Hydaelyn has grown so weak that she can barely make herself heard, it is not hard to see why Minfilia, having joined with her, might struggle to maintain her own form.
What? Why would she need to maintain her own form? Are you saying she's gone? But that cannot be! Not now. Not after all we have accomplished. We were meant to usher in the dawn's light together.
She threw herself on the fire to fuel your dawn's light, boy. You'll just have to usher it in on your own.
Must you be so ungentle?
Tell me about the Scions, boy.
The Scions of the Seventh Dawn lay before Eorzea's salvation. Whenever the realm is threatened, be it by Primal, Ascian, Garlean, or any other, We take up arms in her defense, that all in Eorzea may live to see a brighter tomorrow.
And that's very noble of you. But in chasing after these lofty goals of yours, you seem to have lost sight of some basic truths. To win a war, you must be willing to do whatever it takes. To fight, to kill, and if necessary, to die. The path you've chosen is paved with the dead. Walk it with your eyes open, or not at all.
I know the truth of which you speak, and have from the first. If the Ascians will go to any length to resurrect their god, then we must needs be as committed to our cause, to unmask them and their schemes, and to crush them both utterly. Come, there is much to be done.
Yes, of course.
Thancred, wait! No, this is all wrong.
She's not coming back, is she? That's what I said. What now? We carry on as we must. She went to great lengths to inform us of the enemy's designs. We stand as ever against the dark and as defenders of the light. Yet for how long, I wonder? How much more loss must we endure? Do we have to have this fucking broom here? You're ruining the moment. God. Gimme. Going over here. Hey, turn around. I'm gonna go to the next quest that is in a sanctuary. Or at least get there. I must ask that you not breathe a word of this to any of the others at the Rising Stones, especially Thalamin. I will brief Tataru on what we've learned, as well as Urianger. You may have insight as to what the word told us. As for you, Captain, after all you've done, I would say you've earned a hard rest. Hard-earned rest. There we go. That's the word that I'm looking for. But speaking of well-earned rewards, I see you received a missive from Sir Americ while you were away. It would seem he is planning a ceremony of some sort and would like you to attend. He did not divulge the details, preferring to explain in person. Mayhap you should pay him a visit. This war of ours. And I think that's where we're going to stop. We'll figure out what Emmerich has to say to us tomorrow. I am too sleepy. And I know who we're gonna raid. But thank y'all for hanging out. We'll be back tomorrow to finish out 3.2. We might even be able to do patch 3.3, especially if I can actually like get home in time to start earlier. So if you like any of the things, or either of the two things that are in 3.3, which is a dungeon and a trial, I highly recommend you be here tomorrow. I'll ping the Discord too. So thank y'all for being here. I appreciate it. Sorry we didn't get to do the dungeon. I was too excited to do dungeons with the Scions for the first time. So we are going to raid Tara. So go support her during her, is it a birthday subathon or a Oh no, it's a celebration subathon. Let's go say hi. If you'd like a raid message, you can do that one. Bongos for subs, hearts for non-subs. And I appreciate y'all being here. I will see you tomorrow, probably around the same time. I think like maybe probably like between 5 6 p.m. Eastern, and we'll continue with the MSQ, hopefully getting to the end of patch 3.3. So with that, I hope you all have a good night. Stay hydrated, have sweet dreams. Make sure you get up and stretch a little bit tonight at some point. You don't want to, like, you know, get sore for moving just a little bit. Anyway, I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Have a good night. Bye-bye. I almost went to the wrong scene. Anyway, bye.